This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. I want to appreciate all my new subscribers. I got a lot of people that's on board fighting for the Second Amendment. I appreciate y'all. I just appreciate everybody, that's been pretty much committed to this channel and stuff and, coming every day and support. I appreciate that. Like I said before, y'all the star and I'm just the messenger. Without y'all, this channel is nothing. So I appreciate that. Now, we're going to talk about some things in the news. And, one of the things are, Virginia. Virginia got a sign of relief and stuff like that. I'm glad that, they got some type of pause in Virginia and everything. This don't stop nothing. They still got their agenda set and everything, but it's just pretty much a pause. And, when you get a pause like this, what you do, you put your foot on the gas even more. You don't let off the gas. You keep pressing legislators. You keep doing everything you're doing. You keep protesting. You keep screaming out what's in these bills and stuff. You keep letting the people know what's going on. Now, when it came to House Bill 61, it pretty much was a Bloomberg agenda, him and Northern and everything. It's a little setback for them, but, as gun owners, we can't get too happy about stuff like this. I'm talking about, it's put on pause for a year. I'm talking about, with the massive gun laws that we've been having in this country, 24/7 people, 24/7, 7 days a week. I don't think a lot of people really can fathom the amount of gun laws that has been pushed in the last several months. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of gun laws been coming out. I'm talking about boom. I'm talking about just coming out boom. Just like I'm talking about, you can't even keep up with them. I read an article in a lot of states, gun owners don't even know what laws been passed and stuff like that. So I'm talking about when you're passing that many laws, people, it's very easy for you to fall for the trap. Now in Virginia, you had 4 moderate Democrats that pretty much joined the Republican to pretty much to vote against this bill and stuff like that, which is good. But, a lot of people don't trust what's going on. I've been reading some of that stuff. A lot of people don't trust it and stuff like that. You have a lot of people, pretty much they kind of weary because, they have a right to be weary, when you see stuff like this. But when you see stuff like this, you take it as a sign of relief. And what you do, you pretty much keep going. You don't stop. You don't let up because, when you have things like this, there have been other states that when something is voted down, what they do, people, they go back and they recalculate their strategy and everything. So, you can't trust them. I'm talking about, I wouldn't, but, you just can't trust what's going on. And, these 4 moderate Democrats and stuff that, voted against it, I'm talking about, they can go back later on, a year from now, they vote on something similar to this and boom, pass it. So, you have to step on the gas. You don't stop because you see stuff like this. I know it's a lot of headlines and everything, but it's a sign of relief. It's a good thing in Virginia right now because, a lot of people don't understand, with this law here, you have over 100 counties. You have a lot of the rural areas in Virginia just pretty much declare themselves Second Amendment sanctuaries. So I'm talking about with that, and the uprise and all the attention Virginia been getting, it did some good and it worked. And there's a lot of people that are talking about, the rallies didn't work. Yes, the rally did work because you bring attention to what's going on in your state. And there's a lot of states and stuff doing that everywhere. So it's a good thing. You opening people's eyes because for a long time, a lot of people was dormant. They was asleep at the wheel when it came to gun laws in this country. And it snuck up on a lot of people. And it really, it really woke people up, opened their eyes. So I'm glad some of these things that had happened. So, we can put an end to what's really pretty much been going on under the table when it comes to these states. Now, in Virginia, this bill pretty much set up gun owners to be felons. And, I expressed many a times, a lot of people have talked about the plans when it came to Northern and stuff. All this money and stuff that we've been telling y'all about, the registration process, he needs staff and stuff for the work in the office, for the process, the ban farm registrations and stuff that they've been pretty much trying to produce and stuff. A lot of people didn't believe that because, where it's released, a lot of people, and that's how a lot of people are in this country. You have to really see it for yourself before you actually, know what's going on. But sometimes it's too late. So you have to take heed of these things and bring attention to it. So that's what was going on when it comes to Northern. And, the increase of prison funding and all this kind of stuff, this was the reason why this bill had a lot of schemes and stuff in it. And like I said before, a lot of people are not going to read all these bills. And, the little stuff that you do see, you have some of these states, man, 25 pages or more of gun laws just keep adding little stuff to it. I'm talking about just breaking it down. I'm talking about it's ridiculous. And I have shown you up here a lot of these states with all these gun laws, all these bills and stuff. So in Virginia, like I said before, I'm talking about record gun sales, man. I'm talking about I have looked record gun. I'm talking about the gun shops have pretty much been selling farms, been leaving the shelf like crazy. And so, this pretty much saved Virginia. A lot of people don't understand because, Virginia was, is on to a meltdown. There's many other states that's on to a meltdown and stuff. They need a sign relief. So we're going to take this and build off of it, energize the gun community and stuff. We're going to use this for, for our benefit. Now, a lot of people don't understand that this has been a plan for Bloomberg for a long time, since 2013. See, people, I've been telling you about when it comes to the anti-gun long-term strategy, they're not short-term. Gun owners, we have to have a long-term strategy. And, they were not short-term. Bloomberg been planning this since 2013 in Virginia for his presidency and candidacy and stuff like that. So this has been a strategy that he's pretty much been working on for a long time. And, he spent tens of millions of dollars in Virginia since 2013. I'm talking about when you look at Bloomberg money, a lot of people talk about it. I see reports in Virginia talking about they don't want Bloomberg money, but it's a little too late for Virginia to be saying that because a lot of the legislators, especially the Democrats, took this money. I'm talking about they took his money, and Bloomberg don't want no refund. He want results. I'm talking about, I seen a couple of his ads and stuff. He want results, pretty much. That's all he want. He funded these people, and he want the results. And, don't be fooled by some of the reports talking about they don't want Bloomberg money and stuff like that. But, they do because they've been taking it for a long time. And, he's pretty much shaped Virginia into the point where we see now. And, Bloomberg, his presidency is pretty much controlled. I'm talking about the Democratic Party. They got two people that will pretty much destroy this country. You got Bernie Sanders with his policies. It will send this country to some of these third world countries that we got going on. So I'm talking about Bernie Sanders. I don't understand how he's going to be electable as a socialist and stuff like that. This man has changed his mind about certain things and views. I don't know how many times, when he wasn't a millionaire, he was attacking millionaires. And then he's a millionaire, he's attacking, billionaires. So if Sanders become a billionaire, then who he's going to attack then? I guess he's going to attack the poor people because he ain't got nobody else to go after. But, this is the trend that he's been doing. And Bloomberg is a control freak. You look at some of the laws he did in New York. These are the people who lead the Democratic Party. I'm talking about Democratic Party. I don't understand. I'm talking about you have Joe Biden, which pretty much, man, he's been left in smoke right now. I'm talking about it's an embarrassment. I know for some of the pretty much the donors and stuff who spent a lot of money thinking he was gonna be the front runner. But coming to election season, people, I'm talking about, ain't nothing promised or whatever. But in this country right now with the gun laws and stuff, we just have to keep our foot on the gas, people. And Virginians and many other states, man, is still dealing with a whole lot. But we must take this with some type of sign of relief. But I hope that what happened in Virginia can spread, to other states and stuff like that. I got a fight here in my state, still, on top of a lot of the laws and stuff. I'm working on a video on that to release even more stuff when it comes to my state. But man, it's just so much that's going on, and the Bloomberg effect. At one point, I'm thinking it's working because he's now leading in a lot of these battleground states, and he's pretty much, like I said before, when it comes to Bernie Sanders, I'm talking about, Bernie Sanders, his campaign do have money and everything, but Bloomberg has 60 billion, so, you're going to have people who might be swayed to Bloomberg. But the one thing that people need to understand, the reason why Bloomberg is always the headline and the topic, because, this election is about guns, people. I'm talking about, Bernie Sanders can say all the stuff that he wants, but, if the Democratic Party is for the push for guns, Bloomberg's their candidate. That's the only one I see because Bloomberg been coming after guns for a long time. There's a lot of reports and videos and audios out there. He just didn't come around and, he just wasn't born yesterday talking about gun laws. Bloomberg always been coming after guns. So, we're going to see how this turn out and everything. But, we must keep our eyes open. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're going to keep releasing information and everything. But, when it comes to Virginians and all the other states or whatever, when you get a sign of relief, what you do, you press your foot on the gas. You keep going. You keep doing everything you're doing. You just don't stop, say, hey, this is a victory. This is not a victory. This is just a pause. What a lot of these states do, they go back and they look at some things that, hey, maybe they need to change and switch. It's called the switch and bait game. I'm talking about they can take this bill, H.B.961, flip a couple things in it, and boom, next thing you know, next time they vote on it, it'll pass. Your 4 moderate Democrats will stab you in the back. So, these 4 moderate Democrats and stuff, hey, people, don't bank on that. You cannot bank on that and everything, because these people change their mind very quickly. And I think what they did pretty much saved Virginia, because Virginia was headed to some type of end game. A lot of people been talking about it. I'm not going to speculate on the results and stuff if it gets down to that point. But we must take this with some type of gratitude and everything. So I just want to talk about that a little bit to give you some little flip side of a lot of other things what's going on and give you some food for thought. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.